Welcome back to the top four of the TNE happening on Saturday afternoon Eastern Time. So, right now we have a top four between players we've already seen. I believe it's Stormguard versus johnkkez. This matchup being Argenport midrange against Combray Relic Equalized Control. So this Argenport midrange, a dark horse in this tourney. It's not a meta deck we run into often enough on the ladder, and of course, we've all run into Combray Control. Beyond that, let's take a look at our leaderboard. We had Gozu defeating A-Boss, Newer Shadow defeating Phoenix, Stormguard defeating Canada in a quick 2-0, and Derek Davis defeating, and johnkkez defeating Derek Davis. So we have one Combray in the top four, and then Gozu versus we have two Combrays in the top four. Gozu versus Newer Shadow. It's going to be Xenon versus Combray, and now Argenport versus Combray, which is what we are about to watch for our feature match this round. And let's get down to the action. And one other thing, reminder: next week there is no TNE on Saturday because there is the draft open. So for those looking to play in the draft ECQ, better get cracking to get some practice drafts in. They cost 5,000 gold a pop, so, not free to do, but for those interested, that's the price of admission in this case. A heads up, next week, draft open, official ECQ, there it is.
What do you think about the current draft?
I don't know. I haven't really played a lot of it. I'm not all that great at Limited. Maybe I should try it, but the way I see it is, I'd rather hoard all my gold for constructed ECQs and get the newest set on the first day. So,
well, I have like 20 draft tickets, and
wow,
I really need to, I guess.
Now's as good as time as any.
Yes. We'll see. And about the now next matchup, I think this Argenport deck is actually quite similar to the decks that were popular half a year ago or so. And when it was still kind of sling meta at the moment. Yeah, it's quite similar to that. I mean, obvious addition of Magniventris and Stromhalt plating, but still they're kind of similar. And I played quite a lot of games with this deck versus Combray Control, Combray Relics, and yeah, it wasn't pleasant.
Yeah. Okay, so we are in game. johnkkez 2 power on the play, no power stone. Nowhere near the influence for Deanna. This looks like an immediate ship. And in the meantime, Stormguard looking at 2 Justice Sigils and exploit a Lost Scroll and a bunch of 3-drops. This hand is gated by influence. They're both taking another 7.
Yeah, I agree. So obviously, the A-Boss need to be very.
Not A-Boss,
sorry, yes. Stormguard need to be a bit down here, otherwise.
Yeah. Against Combray, everyone's the beat.
Yeah.
Okay, there we see the mulligan come in for Stormguard. Okay, that looks better. Whoa! Is that a 6? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think
that looked like a reasonable hand. Okay, johnkkez just throwing out that turn 1 Builder's Decree? I'm not sure about that one. That seemed a bit presumptuous, I think.
Yeah, I think so, because like, okay, you got rid of
The turn 2
exploit.
exploit?
Yes, but benefits.
Yeah, I would have saved that. But I guess johnkkez wanted to keep the exploit from going after Diana. Hard to say.
What johnkkez really need now is some kind of board wipes, because the board will be populated very quickly by Stormguard and Elsa. Svetya have edges, so
Okay, so out comes the Siditi, drops the curse, but this
well,
pride leader is just going to pick it off.
yeah, the curse is not here for long. Because obviously johnkkez don't want to attack this turn. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Okay, Svetya Lightbringer comes down, locks up the ground, and now Siditi's just going to go to work in the air. And johnkkez just power after power. Diana can't block the Siditi, so she's just going to crack in for some crackback. Another Svetya Lightbringer with a duel. So this gives Stormguard's deck +4/+4. I have to imagine that bottom was a power or something else not buffed by not buffed by the Svetyas. And okay, exploit is going to find Diana in hand and nothing else. So that's sort of go ahead.
I guess you pitch the second exploit market card, but one.
So Stormguard's deck, if I can actually bring it up.
And johnkkez, I guess, did like getting ready for trying equalize, because that's basically the only out
Yeah.
to get rid of this board, and it's. Oh no, actually he leaves on one. The power was a healing one.
Healed one by the power. Okay. So
Equalizer
plating. Not enough.
Not enough. Not quite enough. That at least it was honorable death.
Yep. Went out on his own terms. But yeah, johnkkez just kind of getting a draw that was a bit too heavy on power. Gonna go down in game 1. And now we wait for game 2.
Yeah, I guess this version of the deck actually better suited to battle Arcana Relics than the old Argent Port Even deck. Cause you're just quicker. But we'll see. Like johnkkez haven't drawn any board swipers, so that may be the reason it went down this bad.
Okay, back in game 2. Both of these players opening with turn 2 ramp. Stormguard with the turn 2 lost scroll. Accelerates Justice Influence. Now the question is, do we see the turn 3 Roland against a deck that really doesn't play a lot of easy to kill units? So, okay. Out comes Aggro Enforcer.
Oh, it's very reasonable in this deck. You don't really have much to balance,
Right.
From johnkkez side, so why not?
Right.
Free flyer.
So in comes the Enforcer, in comes the Siditi Curse, and once again, the Sabertooth Pride Leader is going to pick up the curse. Is going to pick off the curse with its summon.
I wonder if small carrier with ultimate was better, but maybe not.
Okay, so in comes 8 damage in the air. No, Desert Marshal is going to silence the Sididi, and the double block is going to trade for it.
But will it actually?
Right, the Annihilate's going to... No, the Annihilate does not come out to break up the double block. Stormguard has other plans.
Yes, I guess Stormguard want to ultimate a smaller carrier now.
Okay, once the flyer is down, then who cares? Just get another unit up in the air. And that's going to be... Oh, this double Diana is going to make... Is going to make Stormguard's life a little bit unpleasant now. Okay.
Maybe now it will be johnkkez who want to be a bit down. Because next turn they can drop 2 10-10 golems.
Sentinels, yeah. So this Builder's Decree is going to most likely shut off these Annihilates. Okay, never mind.
No, we still go with this plan. Yes, I also wondered why we won't clear the board first, but yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be a lot. Okay, that Desert Marshal just attacked for no reason and died to an Enforcer. I'm not sure what that was about. The Suffocate comes out, eats up one Diana, and now we have a bunch of damage coming across. Okay. Stormguard chump blocks with the other Diana. And a pristine light post-combat wipes out the Builder's Decree Sentinels. And brings back 2 of these Valkyries to the hand.
Yeah, johnkkez decided to keep the patrol for now, in hopes that Stormguard will repopulate the board first.
Okay, so out comes the Sididi, drops a curse. We're gonna see another Lost Scroll come out now, and of course, yep, the Justice Etchings for the Svecha Merciful Arene coming down next turn.
I wonder if Stormguard is out of Shadow's Sigil, because otherwise I'm not sure you want to draw Justice Sigil here. Because you would run out of them quickly.
Oh, I don't think Stormguard actually plays any Shadow Sigils. Nope, only Justice Sigils on the deck. So that Lost Scroll is a Power Stone, essentially. Okay.
That can be killed.
Yep. Svecha Merciful Arene comes down. Obviously not going to block the Sabertooth Pride Leader. And
not so obvious.
Okay, actually does block the Sabertooth Pride Leader. But now we're going to see Svecha Lightbringer buffed up by the Svecha Merciful Arene. 11/11 comes down, and oh, a 9/9 Flying Aegis Valkyrie Enforcer on top. And johnkkez has once again out of options.
This just put quite a lot of problems.
Okay, but there's a Builder's Decree in hand. I don't understand why johnkkez has opted not to play it, but...
I think, yes, what?
Yeah, there... okay.
Anything?
Yeah, that's just decree into concession. Okay. So, Stormguard, quick 2-0. Do we have the other top 4 match still going?
I would hope so, because that was really quick, especially for a match where one of the sides play Cambrai Relics.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we indeed
And
do have a backup match. I do wonder what the score is. I don't think this is game 1, because I find it hard to believe that game 1 is only on turn 5 right now. So Gozu picked
I
up
think
game 1.
yes, that's it. Goes of one game, and quite a good shape here, but it can turn quite quickly with good board wipe. Although
Well,
Gozo would draw a lot of cards.
he would draw 4 cards, but since there's no board wipe coming, this is D'Angelo Might drawing 7 cards.
Yeah, but at least you can Desert Marshal first, because your Shadow finally drawing board wipe.
Or just decimate
You
Senra
can.
Speaks to silence the other Tazbu.
Oh yes, that's also.
Okay, Gozu taking the turn to think, going into the tank. Question being, does he go for the Vine Grafter into the market to get, I don't know. Let me check his deck list.
7 cards is very sweet. Yes, I agree with Gozo.
Okay, yeah, D'Angelo Might is just going to come out, draw 7, and basically
You would have to discard one, but
no. So even after all that, there's going to be 1, 2, 3.
oh yeah, power 8.
9 cards in hand. So now, these 2 Tazbus can just swing in. Well, the Silence Tazbu can absolutely swing in. The 9 Silence Tazbu. Okay, he'll be held off from combat.
Why? Why do you use silence? You actually okay with Gozo drawing card because they would have to discard any card drawn this turn, for example.
Sure, but then Gozu can discard their worst card instead of.
Oh my. You need to somehow get rid of your unit.
Yeah, that Equalize is nasty, but what needs to happen is that Newer Shadow needs to both get rid of his hand and his units, or their hand and their units. So
Yes, but builder decree is relatively easy to get rid of because it's just 1 power.
yeah, the question is, does Newer
yeah.
Shadow even want to get rid of the Builder's Decrees? Okay, Ice Over, stun an enemy unit, you get an Aegis. That wasn't too helpful because the Vara Vengeance Seeker is just going to come down and eat that Aegis. Send an agent, utterly a dead card here. There's no monofaction units to kill. So, go ahead.
I wonder if Gozo plays Vara and CSAC, would they play a second Vara? Because that would be interesting, because if it is a turn with just 2 Varas played, New Shadow can sack both units and just play Equalize next turn.
This is true.
Which would be very good. Interesting.
This is definitely true. The question being, can Gozu win after resolving a 7-card D'Angelo Might? Usually the answer is yes, but Equalize has a nasty habit of destroying hope.
That's true. It's a card that's very hard to play, but when you play, when the starts a line, you get outsized value out of it.
Okay.
Okay.
One Vara Vengeance Seeker. Do we see a sacrifice? No.
No, why? I guess. Okay, and no second Vara. No second Vara.
Okay,
Okay,
so
I guess I haven't really played a lot of Combray, so I don't really know how to play it.
okay, Deft Strike gives a Desert Marshal killer. What's that? Doesn't do much, I think. A Daze to stun the Vara or the Tazbu might have been a better play. So I think the idea here is that Newer Shadow wants to wait as long as possible before using a board wipe, and that way guarantees the Queen of Glass.
Guess so. But yeah, what, do we have
Okay.
a board wipe now? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Newer Shadow sends in the Diana for 2 damage. Use the Desert Marshal to kill 1/1, and then. Okay. Out comes Twisted Farmer. Oh, okay. This
I
allows
guess.
Shadow Sketch to play.
Yes, I guess Gozo hope was to get charge Diana, but wasn't that one.
No
Oh,
such
okay.
luck.
Yeah. Picking circle's still dead.
Mm-hmm. So the question being, do we see a Rat King? Yes, we do. We see a Rat King out. From Gozu. And now we see the Equalize. So that's going to be basically the board wiped. And then Gozu discarding one more card.
Yep. And I guess your Shadow will want the 9th power to start playing Builder Decrees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once these Builder's Decrees start coming down, they're going to put Gozu in a fair bit of trouble. The first Builder's Decree is just kind of rough if you're at a large life total. The second Builder's Decree is often a lot of trouble.
No such luck though. Go for the small Builder Decree.
Right. Builder's Decree amplified only once. That's not going to do much against a 7/5 Deadly Regenerator Tazbu. And oh my gosh, Vikram.
What? I'm not sure how Vikram reacts to silence. Will it
So,
return the unit?
he'll still be able to exhaust the unit.
Okay.
So out comes Vikram, removes this 8/8 as a blocker. And now we're going to see a Xenon Temple comes out. And the first spell is Xenon Augury. Has to be Augury.
I just don't see any other reasonable choice.
Okay, it picks up a Shadow Etchings. Out comes the Desert Marshal to silence everything about Tazbu. Pick off a 1/1, but 10 damage comes across. Okay, so now what? I think it has to be a Stormhawk plating. Okay, Stormhawk plating comes down. Has to kill the Vikram. And then it has to kill the Tazbo, I think.
Yes. Totally agree. That's because... Or you can kinda try to kill small... No. Try
No,
not
that's
viable to
that's
the
what
small
the second
stuff
one
block
is for.
with... Yes, block with Marshall, yeah, but you have a second one.
Okay, this is going to be Xenon Initiation, I think. Okay, Xenon Initiation. Kill the Desert Marshal.
I'm not sure.
Nope.
Actually. Why would you want to kill them?
Yeah, instead we're just going for the Silverblade Menace. And that
yes.
should end the game. Yep. Just enough to be lethal. So, Gozu takes it 2-0. Congratulations. Congratulations to Gozu.
johnkkez.
Congratulations to Newer Shadow
France.
for making top 4. It's going to offer Newer Shadow a lot of wildcard points. And we have our finals. No combo in the finals. Argenport mid-range versus Xenon Sacrifice. I really favor the Argenport deck here. Roland against a deck full of sacrifice effects. Ooh, that is rough.
So you need to draw Roland and draw power to play Roland, because Roland influence requirements are quite tough.